Good afternoon there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once more to something that I have not done for a long time, actually. And that would be Rule the Waves, Naval Armed Races and Naval Battles 1900 to 1925. So, this is version 1.32b3. Indeed, that's quite the catchy name. So, who the hell are we going to play? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to play Spain. Now, Spain is... yeah, Spain's one hell of a challenge. I'll put it that way. So, like we see here, the game naval budget is 20 million. The historical budget is about 8 million. Undeveloped shipbuilding industry. Dock size 12,000 tons. No oil. Very small guns compared to that of the British at 13 inches. Yeah. It's going to be tough. It's going to suck, but it's going to be fun. Here we go. We'll have a medium navy. I'm going to reduce the research rate down to about 70% there. Or, actually, I'm going to reduce it down to about 50. I'd like the technology... then again, we'll go for about 70. Historical resources. I'll leave this off. Okay, here we go. So I'm using the music from War of the Pacific because it was actually given to me, well, not given to me technically, you know what I mean. Basically, I did have the MP3 files, and this game does not have any music, so it makes for good music. Right, so let's see. We do have possessions over here in the Caribbean, and over here in the Southeast Asia area, and of course Spain itself. Righto. Let's see. So we need 3,600 tons over here and 3,200 tons over here. Right, so we have 31,000 tons over here then. That's easy enough. Ba-ba-da-ba. We'll send the battleship over here to the Caribbean. And away you go. Alejandro will be sent to the Southeast Asian area. So we are going to be desperately poor. Like, really, really poor. It's going to be hell. It's going to be absolute hell to try and balance the budget here. As you can see our budget down here. We'll find a way. We shall find a way. Life found a way. It may not be Jurassic Park, but hey. Wild animals in here. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to have to go for light ships, really. Then again, I don't know. I'm going to go for ships that can do damage. I think that's the best idea. Then again, having a lightweight ship would be quite nice. We'll go for AP projectiles and machinery. Okay, only 8% for the budget there. I may be able to get away with putting my Isabella the second on mothball. Right, reserve actually cuts it down to about half, which is actually fantastic. Right, that should be good enough for now then. So I'm going to put the Italians and the French with some intelligence on there. Okay. So just quickly save it here, just so we have something to work with. So we'll play turn. Yep, there we go. Ah, great. So just wait for our battleship to get onto the Southeast Asian. There we go. Right, we're satisfying our demands now. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. Righto. So let's design our first ship. Now, what are we going to need? We have in our fleet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 destroyers and 3 battleships. We need cruisers. So, we're going to design ourselves a light cruiser. So I'd like to start off with having like the basic build-up of one, just to work from. So this is an 8,900 ton vessel, so it's actually quite a large cruiser. I think I'd like to have something significantly smaller than that. Maybe about 5,000 tons. Okay, now this is going to be fairly difficult. Yeah, those are high caliber guns there. Right. Get rid of the tertiary. Okay. Reduce the belt down to 4 inches of armor there. Okay. So if I go for the 4 inches, I could fit some casemate guns in here. The thing is, we're going to have hardly any guns on here, so we need to drop some more weight. I think I will drop a ½ inch of armor away from the deck. Freeboard, I'll have that as normal. Basically, freeboard is how high the ship sits in the waves, basically. Like, sits in the water. If we have a low freeboard, basically our casemate guns they'll fire with reduced accuracy, reduced rate of fire due to the fact of bloody waves swamping them. And that's not really something I'm keen on. Okay. Now the turrets have a lot of armor, actually. Quite a lot of armor. Relatively. I may have them in singles. Like so. So you can see our turret arcs over here. Right. Okay, we'll drop down to 6 guns over here then. I could try to increase the caliber of these guns, but I don't really have the weight there. And we do have 100 rounds of ammunition here. I could increase the amount of FC positions, that's fire control positions, to 3. Add in a little bit of extra armor there. Gun data. Okay, so penetration for the 6-inch guns. So at 5,000 yards, we could penetrate about 2.7, 1.8. Ugh. It's not much, really. So if I up this to about a 7-inch gun, yeah, so 2 7-inches. Yeah, these little 2-inch guns are pretty pathetic. Pretty damn pathetic, actually. If I go for casemate, I do save a little bit more weight there. Could add an extra 2 there. Okay, so if we take a look at the gun data, so we can penetrate about 3.4 inches of armor at a range of about 5,000 yards, 2.5 at 8,000 yards. Our max range is 9,738, but that's not exactly too good for me. So, I could drop the range to short, I'd gain 148 tons, but then again we're going to have difficulty in the future moving about. So I could drop the belt armor down to 3.5. Oh, there we go. I can up the caliber there. And drop an FC. And drop some ammunition. Okay. So the ammunition is on the low side of things. So I'll drop it down to that again. Okay, so we could have quite a few more guns here then. So we could have 12 2-inches, which is really not a lot at all. But, still something. So what I think I'll do then is I'll add some more torpedoes. Right, there we go. So I'll drop another 2 there. So it's a little bit hard to see here. Can I zoom? I can, okay. If I were to make these singles. Dun, 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 dun. So they are tiny, tiny little things. They're not really... I don't know. I'm trying to design a cruiser here that's going to be cheap. Apparently it's counted as a heavy cruiser, which is rather interesting. I suppose that's due to the larger guns. I could increase the amount of ammunition if I drop it. We do lose that penetration, which is something I would be looking for. Yeah. Right, I couldn't get 5 inches. If I made them casemates, I do... Right, I could drop some armor. Ammunition, sorry. I could drop some armor, actually. Accommodation, I could make it cramped. We do save a bit there. That could be worthwhile. The crew's not going to enjoy it so much, but hey. If I could get something extra out of this ship, then I will be happy. So we could go with the dual 6 inches there for the main armaments, and we could have 10 4-inch secondaries. The torpedoes would be the most deadly thing about this. Right, how much would it cost me to get another knot of speed? Well, if I reduce that... Yeah, right, so I need to drop about 200 tons. That's not going to happen. Protected cruiser. Right, if I go for a protected cruiser, we do gain quite a bit of weight there. Basically, protected cruiser is like the armor is just kind of like that. And it's like once you go through that, you're straight into the ship. While a slope deck is as armor here and yeah. Flat deck on top. We'll go for protected. We really do need to try and find weight. I could go with 8-inch guns here. Ship is overgunned. Right, so we could increase it by about 500 tons, and I could mount the larger caliber. If I dropped a little bit of a little bit of weight somewhere. Right, I'll drop 2 of those. I could go for normal. No, I can't go for normal. Right, there we go. 8-inch guns, 4.4, penetration 3.5. That's not bad at all. Could add some tertiary. Okay. Not really much point to that, I suppose. Okay. I will drop it down and then we'll go to the singles, or I could potentially go to doubles. Like so. Right. Turret A, turret Y, main gun less than 9 caliber. Yeah. So we'll go to singles. And I'm going to go for normal accommodation. I need to try and find some weight for that. We do have about 243 here, so if I cut that in half, I could drop some shells. There we go. Right, so we could go for about 8 3-inch guns. We could fit on 8-inch caliber. That's good. This is a light cruiser. Thank you very much. Fine. That's not bad then. I think that's probably the best I'm going to get. A director. We'll just let them... fine, we'll have a director. The main purpose of this ship is to bring some firepower to our navy. I have some affordable firepower, is what I'm looking for here. This is a 5,500 ton vessel. With some decent firepower, that's rather nice. It's going to be quite a good ship. Quite a good ship. Now if we take a look at the actual gun data. Yeah. So at 5,000 yards we could penetrate 4.4 inches of armor. 8,000 yards, 3.5. That's what I like here. That's going to give us some nice, respectable penetration, and our max is about 10,000. So, we're going to be able to operate quite comfortably. That's what I like to see. Okay. We do have a good number of actual torpedoes there. So that's 4 torpedoes, so that's 2 on each side. That's going to give us some nice, lovely flexibility. Okie dokie. Not very many, Vizcaya. So save the design here. Right, design is not legal for some reason. Ah, right, okay. There we go. Okay. The Vizcaya. So you can see here that is about half, almost half the weight of the battleship there. We do have a Navarra class light cruiser, but hey, I'd rather like to have one of these. So having one of these could be within budget. 776,000 monthly cost. So, we'd not be able to afford it right now, so I think what we'll have to design then is a destroyer. Okay. Three-inch guns. Yeah! Yeah. Oh, that ammunition is so light. Ah, the 4 inches they can actually penetrate, so that's good then. So 4 inches, that's actually worth a damn. Now this would go 26 knots. Normal freeboard, okay. Yeah, that's good for me. We actually got a destroyer that can penetrate something. And it's only got 2 guns. So, yup. But it is what it is. And that's cheap. Really? Right, delete the aft turret. Not seeing an aft here. Okay, and W. That's fine. could have a 5-inch gun. Even a 6-inch gun. Having a 6-inch gun isn't bad, actually. Max range 9,800. That's not bad. That's actually not bad. To be honest, this wouldn't be a bad little destroyer. I mean, it's obviously woefully undergunned, but the thing is, it has a gun that can do damage. If I drop a few shells, or drop something somewhere, can't really do that, so there's nothing to really drop. It could increase the weight to 600 tons. Right, so we could have another 4 guns there. Ship is overgunned, okay. I will drop it down to 5. Can I have 5? Damn it! I'd like a 5-inch gun. We'll stick with a bloody 4-inch gun then. Oh, well, at least I can get 2 other guns on. But is it even worth having that? Not particularly. I could get an extra knot of speed. That makes a big difference. Actually, it does make a big difference. We still have a respectable range, and penetration isn't what it's designed for. So I'll have that then. What I'll do. So I could afford to get about 2 of those into production. I say that. Ah. So producing the Aragon and the Navarra. Let's take a look. 5-inch guns. Okay, we're going to cancel these. Right, so we actually do have a lot more cash than I thought we did. So I'm going to put another 6 of these into production. There we go. I'm going to build up my destroyer fleet first. Yep, see. We could also do with building up our naval bases over here. I'll build it up at Guantanamo Bay. Can't afford that. They're just going to have to suffer. There's not anything I can do about it. Right, the Socialist Party is doing well in opinion polls and might want to press for reduced armament. How about no? Yep. Okay. So looking about 5 months. Right, there's been internal upheaval in Albania. If you send an expeditionary force to restore order... Take over Albania. Okay, sure. Fine. Oh, wow. I didn't think that would work. Okay. Sure. I didn't think that would work. Okay. Oh, wow. That's fun. To the Mediterranean. Genuinely didn't think that would work. God damn it. This game's a little bit harsh with things like that. Right, so we need another 800 tons there. I'll send the other destroyer here. We'll have some more in home waters soon. Right, send. Yep. Boom. Get the Navy League. Right, there we go. We're good for now. How many ships does Italy have? They have 2 battleships, they have 1 heavy cruiser, they're building a light cruiser, they have 5 destroyers. Oh, our Navy's really not got a bloody chance in hell. We do actually gain more from our possessions, but we do gain less base. Right, there we go, we got our new destroyers, fantastic. Right, that's good, so we can start to build something a bit larger now. So I think I will go... can I design a pocket battleship? At what point does it become a heavy cruiser? Ship is seriously overweight, of course. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I'm just going to build a heavy cruiser instead. Can afford the one. So it just costs a little bit extra to have this in production due to the fact it's the first of its kind. There we go. As we are building up the navy, a sudden slump in the economy, for God's sakes. Alright, I could afford a cut to the budget. Right, the government is concerned about tensions leading to war. You have been called to give advice. What do you recommend? We should call an international disarmament conference. I do need budget. Okay. So I'm going to put more into research. And into intelligence. There we go. Oh, fantastic. Right, so we're not doing bad so far. Right. We'll move our new destroyers from Northern Europe to the Mediterranean. That's actually a significant move for me. Pretty significant. Like, yeah, low. Right. So they're building 2, maybe 1 battleship. Top speed of 19 knots, belt armor of 7 inches, oof, turret armor of 8 inches. Okay. Yep. Right, problems in the delivery of equipment has delayed the construction of this Vizcaya. I would like to accelerate that construction. I can afford it, actually. There we go. Yep. Reduce tensions with Italy. I can't afford any kind of war right now. There we go. Oh, good God. God. It's going to end up in a war at some point. It's going to be awful. Improved riveting techniques. Yes, that's actually really good. So... son of a bitch. I do need the ship. ASAP. I could also do with a battleship. Agronautica. Agronauta. I want a nice looking ship. Okay, the Fernando. Oh, that's a big beastie. That's a big beastie. I could build it in the USA. Do I want a big ship? Like, no. I want a ship I can afford. Now, 30,000 tons is the largest I can build. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah. Okay. That'll do then. Though, at last we are at the end of the episode, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this so far, and if you're new to the game, I will leave the link down below. And if you enjoyed it so far, do be sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the game. So until next time, goodbye for now.